I'm never sleeping, cause sleeping is the cause of your death. Live by the code till I take my last breath. I'm never sleeping. I hustle while you rest. We from the cooking still ain't nothing left.
It's your boy Reality Round Bullard, man. I'm here with another episode of the Reality Round with my co-host.
Volstalk 215_reality round. Hey, listen, man, we are at the 40th episode. 40, man. I didn't know if we was gonna make it this far, to be honest with you, but we stuck in there, man. We're doing our thing. Fuck what you doing right now. I ain't paying attention to that shit.
Come on, man. Come on. How the fuck
I'm
you
just
go
saying, there's no reason for you to be doing that at the beginning of the show. There's no reason.
all that positive shit to just negative, like just on the fly. Switch on the fly, 4-wheel drive, huh? I could do it.
Hey, look, man, I caught it out the corner of my eye, man. But yeah, man, 40th episode, it's a milestone for us. Keep sticking there with us. We're gonna push this thing to $140. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
All right, so let's jump right into it, man. Life topics. This one is pretty good. Should a parent acknowledge their kids' attempted gender change be considered supportive or destructive? Now, I guess no. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you start that one off. Go ahead.
I say 100% destructive, myself personally, because I feel like, okay, as an adult, you raise a child up. See, this is where a lot of motherfuckers go wrong at with raising their kids. Like, what you don't seem to understand, the younger they are, once they can see and understand what's going on around them, they become very, very impressionable very early on. They're watching you. They're watching everything you're doing. They're listening to everything you're saying. So when they see mommy and daddy rocking out a certain way, it's only a matter of time, homie, before they're going to start rocking out a certain way. Now, that being said, this is a slight different twist because we're talking in terms of a kid just deciding one day that he or she should not be who they are.
Right.
Like, he decided he needs to be a she and vice versa. So now you reach that fork in the road as a parent. Do I support this bullshit? Or do I say hell to the no? I feel as though, and it's just my own personal opinion, I feel as though, no, you don't support that shit. Ain't no fucking way. If my son comes to me one day and starts telling me to call him by a girl's name, I ain't fucking having it. If my daughter comes to me one day and starts telling me to call her by a male's name, I ain't fucking having it. See,
yeah, that's not, yeah.
You have to understand, you have to draw lines in the sand. As a father, a mother, whatever, you got to tell this kid, like, hey, listen, love you to death. Love you more than life itself. But guess what? It's because I love you that I am not going to support you in this endeavor. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to sit here and make you think something is okay that I know in my heart and soul is not.
Right.
It's not okay. It is not okay. And not to mention the fact that it's just going to create a very, very difficult, it's going to make a difficult life travel even more difficult for you as you travel it, as you go through life. It's just going to be even harder than it was going to be already because nobody's lifestyle is easy. I don't give a fuck who you are. But when you start incorporating shit like that in there, you done just complicated things more. You done just made the task that much more difficult and made it and shit, pushed it damn near to impossible to overcome.
Yeah.
I mean, I just don't see how I don't see how that helps anything. I don't see how you're helping the situation. I feel like what you're doing is you are aiding and embedding the possible destruction of your own kid. And that shit should get you smacked in your motherfucking wig. And that's reality.
Yo, no, I feel you, bro. Like, that's just one of them things, like, and I don't want to offend anybody, but, you know, the way I was brought up, you know, a boy is a boy, a girl is a girl. And you teach them how to get to adult status where, you know, your boy, teenage boy, it's like something, what's under adult? Like pre-adult or something like that? Like when you like that 18 to going to that 21?
Young adult.
Yeah, young adult. You know what I'm saying? And then you got your adult status. Now, should you become confused in those steps, that's up to the parent to really guide you the correct way and explain to you why you are what you are and what your limitations are of what you are. That's just my personal thing. I mean, like I said, again, I don't want to offend anybody, but it just is what it is, man. I mean, it's one of them things that I ain't gonna say I couldn't stomach it, but I would have to really sit down. My son came to me and said, yo, Dad, I want to be called Christina. Why? Now, where did I go wrong at with this? You know what I'm saying? Now, I need to correct whatever is going down. I need to correct that and explain to you why you are what you are.
Right.
So, I mean, I'm going to go with you, man. Disruptive, man. It's definitely disruptive. And I think that's some of the problems that we're having out here today with some of these kids.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? You know, let's try to limit the social media. You know what I'm saying? You know, because that's mostly social media stuff. Somebody wanting to do something, and they could be confused too. They could have had a difficult child upbringing. I hear most of the, I ain't gonna say most of them, but some of them got fondled on when they was little because the parents weren't around, or X, Y, and Z, or Uncle Tommy. Oh, I'm sorry, Uncle Touchy was around. You know what I'm saying? You know, you confuse the young little snapper. That's all.
And you know what? To further that point, right? To further that, like you said about women and social media. See, that's going to be damn near impossible to actually put into effect, because the average young parent, they take a phone, a tablet, whatever, laptop, whatever, and stick their kid in front of it. As long as that shit keeps that kid quiet, that's their biggest concern. They don't give a flying fuck what they're doing on there, what they're looking at on there. As long as they're not in their face at the moment, they cool with it. But see, what they don't seem to understand is you don't know. You don't know what that kid is smoking. You don't know. And now all of a sudden you look up and you got a little fucking weirdo on your hands, and you're wondering, how the fuck did I get here? When they start talking about things they shouldn't be thinking about right now, when they start, you know what I mean? Like you'd be like, whoa, hold the fuck up. How? What? Why? Like, you know, somebody else tell you, yeah, you know, I overheard your son saying this, that, and the third, or I caught your daughter doing this, that, and the third. Right. And you're like, what? Get the fuck out. You don't even believe it.
Exactly.
They way too young to be thinking about. Maybe they would be if you wasn't letting them look at the shit on YouTube every other fucking minute. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they would be more innocent to some of the bullshit that's going on out here if you took your job as their parent more seriously and did what the fuck you supposed to be doing. Because guess what? Last time I checked, if you out and about somewhere shaking your fucking ass, if you out and about somewhere getting drunk, falling off a bar stool, if you out and about somewhere, I mean, I'm just giving it to you. I mean, if you out and about somewhere trying to show motherfuckers, trying to show the generation two steps down that you still into the streets just as heavy as they is, if this is your shit, if this is what you got going on, then it's no way in the hell you could be administrating proper parenting to your kid, because you ain't even the fuck there to do it. You're not around. You in the wind. And see, motherfuckers get offended and get upset because they know it's facts. Last time I checked, a lie can make a person mad, but I've noticed that I ain't seen a lie yet get under a person's skin like the truth. The truth, man, the truth will have a motherfucker so mad you can fry egg on his fucking forehead.
Or you're going to be fighting.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly. So, yeah, man.
Sure.
Overall, we got to do better out here. This society that we live in, it's fucked up and it's getting worse.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
You ain't lying about that. You definitely ain't lying about that. And, you know, like I said, I blame it on, and we said this on previous episodes, and I'm going to keep saying it, I blame it on social media.
Mm-hmm.
There's really no way to get around it. Because when we came up, and it's the thing, too. Social media keeps the kids in the house. Okay, it might be keeping them from doing other things, but then when they get out, they're going to have those same actions. When we was coming up, you was outside all the time. So you knew the proper way to handle yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You was with your homies or you was with your girlfriends, and you know, whatever, doing whatever, but you were outside getting ready for your adult years. You know what I'm saying? Not in the fucking house. Huh?
Right, right. And something else, so once again, to further what you just said, when they are in the house, when they are on these platforms, they talking mad shit to one another. So when they do come out their house, somebody out there getting their ass whooped, somebody out there getting their face all sliced up, somebody out there getting fucking stomped out and like it's always some nut shit.
Or somebody at your doors, 15 people outside, like.
And the kid keep that shit quiet till it's about to reach that level.
Right.
They're not gonna let you know that they even beefing to that degree until they got reason to think that this motherfucker just might be on his way to their house. Now they want to come tell you about it. And you like, what the fuck is this? What are you talking about right now, dog? Right. And you want to haul off and smack the shit out of him because, you know what? Let me just shut the fuck up because I'm about to really take it off to another level if I don't.
All right. Well, keep with the social media thing. We're gonna segue into, I like to call them builder broads. Instead of build a bear, build a broad. I just want to know what's the need for the silicone-driven body. Like, I really don't understand. And the reason why I don't understand it, because when we was coming up, I understand we have in a different era. You know, certain chicks had it, certain chicks didn't. It was up to you to pick and decide who you want to deal with. Not everybody has a body. Come on, man. You serious? And then secondly, it's like, okay, you know it's fake. Third, to me, why don't you go to the fucking gym and build the shit? Because you can. You know what I'm saying? Exercise. And then the last thing to me is more or less like, what happens when you turn 50? Do you get that shit taken out? Because last time I heard, that's a hell of a fucking process. I just want to know, and I guess it just frustrates me because it's like, when you go, like, we on social media for a purpose. We on social media to connect with the fans and, you know, build our brand. Then you got like 85 million people in your DMs that you have no clue who they is. Like, who the fuck? Okay, you one of those. I'm supposed to pay you to look at you? No. I didn't grow up that way. And I refuse to do that.
No doubt.
How do you feel about it, bro?
I mean, I hear what you're saying. I agree with you. Like it's out of pocket. And you know, it's funny, right? See, a lot of this shit is our own fault as men. And why I say that is because the average dude out here ain't got no picks, bro.
Right.
When it come to running down on something, they ain't got no picks. And it's funny. That's why I get pissed off when I see certain pictures, right, on the gram. It makes me, I go right to the comments. Someone see something. So I click the comments. Underneath certain pics, I see certain types of comments that I kind of expected to see. And under other type pics, I see certain comments that I expected to see. But what I know and what I know better about is when the niggas come out the woodworks and they talking shit about the pic, I'll be thinking to myself, man, I guarantee you for every 10 of you motherfuckers that's talking slick, 9 of y'all would fuck that bitch if y'all had a chance.
Yep.
9 of y'all motherfuckers, if y'all could slip in through a back door or something and get a chance to get that, y'all there. Y'all are there. But right now, you putting the little vomit emojis up there. You got all this little bullshit. And I'll be like, yo, stop frauding, man. Because I know, and it's real interesting when you know a motherfucker personally.
Yeah, that's wild.
And you know some of his capers, and you be like, oh, for real? That's what you doing right now? Because I remember a time when you would have been creeping that same type shit from behind. But now all of a sudden,
your closet, baby.
We talk about that, right? With them ravens and them fucking skeletons and all that shit that come flying out of his closet. Like, come on, man! Like, stop the dumb shit. But as far as why, see, one thing about it, anything that looks like it's the blueprint for success is gonna breed a whole herd of clones.
True.
So once you had that first 1 or 2 females that decided to go that route, it is the floodgates then open. And now that this OnlyFans shit is popping like it is with these bitches, it ain't going, man. They listen.
I heard some wild stuff, like some wild. I haven't gone on there, but I heard some wild stuff like niggas is paying to see chicks' feet. I'm like, what?
Well, see, you got to keep this in mind though. Now, think about what you just said. That's a legitimate thing in society. There are people out there that got straight up foot fetishes.
True.
So I'm not surprised. I'm not shocked at all. And on some real shit, to be honest, man, listen. If you owned a building, right? Say you owned a building, a commercial building, you was like, damn, what can I do with this building to make some bread? Man, as long as you don't cross no legal lines, as long as you keep everything within the parameters of being legal, as long as you don't break the laws.
Right.
There's certain things I could think of right off the top that I've seen online. I'm like, damn, you know what? If you had a place where motherfuckers can congregate and do that, you clean the fuck up. Because you got a lot of weirdos out here, bro.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And they pay top dollar for some of the oddest shit. And you be like, damn, you mean to tell me niggas is kicking out bread for that? But see, it all starts with, like you said, these plastic bodies, the silicone breasts, the butt injections. It all starts with that shit. You know what I mean? When you come out here looking all abnormal and shit, you know, your waist might be like yay small, but your titties is out the hair and your ass is it. And you say, well, damn, what the? No. See, when we were growing up, that was like a cartoon character.
Right, SpongeBob.
Yeah, like
all types of names.
You didn't see shit like that in everyday life. I remember one time back in the day, me and our homie Reese, we was at we went to the supermarket one day and we seen this bitch in there. We knew she had that job done. So we come in, look, we coming out, she coming in. So it's me, him, and a couple other cats standing around out there. So she coming, everybody see how the shit look from the front. So motherfuckers trying to anticipate the view now. They look at everybody give each other that look like the hell. So when she walked by, I looked at that shit. I said, man, that shit looked like an open umbrella. Everybody was rolling. But it did though. It looked like somebody took an umbrella, stuck it down her fucking pants and just went put that bitch up. Like I mean, see the thing about it. The shit if you're gonna do that, let the shit look right too.
Right.
Like don't have these little ass chicken legs, but then you got this big
Yo, they don't be caring about that. That's the classic sign right there. You can say, oh yeah, that's that work right there. You know what I'm saying? You just know it. Like, because most chicks who got wide hips or big ass, they got thick legs.
Pretty much, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you can't get around that.
They finding a way though.
Man, listen, and it's funny. I got a live true story about one of them type of situations, and I can't. Well, for the sake of the internet, I'm not gonna name names, but a good friend of mine was dealing with this chick, right? And we all work together. So, long story short, she leaves the gig, whatever. Now he was dealing with her, and same classic example, big chested. But flat back, basically. It's like a back just wearing all the way down to her legs.
Damn.
Okay, all right. So he dealing with her, whatever, and they fell out, whatever. He's dealing with her for about 3 or 4 years. All of a sudden, she sent him a pic. She got that work. Okay. But then you start fronting on main man, though.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, well, yeah, let's go out. But then you stringing him along, and whoever else then jumped on your horn or your DM or whatever. Now you out somewhere else. And the question was brought to me like, damn, should I put her on blast? And I'm like, I would. I give her everything that's in my mind, whatever I'm thinking, whatever, because I was dealing with you when you was just a basic John. Now all of a sudden you got all this work done, and it's like you don't know me no more. Your feelings is still there because you still communicate with me. And yeah, let's do this, let's do that. But now it's like, I ain't got the time.
Yo, I swear you just made me think of something. I can't even, I'm not doing that one. I can't put that out there, but that's something me and you got. Yo, I swear you made me think about something.
Okay, all right. We'll talk about that offline.
No doubt. For sure.
I mean, my thing is this, just to wrap that segment up. I mean, I think that example, and I just heard this maybe like a week or two ago, and I kind of was like, damn, like you put all this time and effort when it was just a basic situation. Now that it's everything that every man wants, she ain't got the time. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Because now what you're doing is you're fooling yourself.
No doubt.
You waited till you 40 to do this. 40 plus, actually. And now all of a sudden you the baddest chick in the game now? Come on, man. Shit is corny. I hate that type of shit. And for that reason, I ain't fucking with her.
Well, see, if she that old and she did it at that age, over 40, see,
yep.
The thing now, that right there, that just kind of segues her situation, her circumstances to another whole level. Because it's not only is she running around out here with the fake exterior, but she's trying to satisfy some internal shit,
right?
That she felt she missed out on when she was in her 20s, 30s. So now that she feel like she probably took out a second mortgage to do that stupid shit.
Who we don't, and that's why I asked her. I mean, not for nothing, chick get a couple dollars, you know what I'm saying, on the working side of things. So she not like, you know what I mean, a scrambling type of shit. She got her own shit set up. But okay. It's like, you took that to do that. You could have dumped that back into your situation and made more money.
That's what I'm talking about. Shit,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
don't add up.
So yeah, I just feel as though like, yeah, I can't get jiggy with that shit. And I if you're gonna do it, like you said, do it the right way. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't go out here and now all of a sudden you're looking like Buffy the Body or some shit like that. Like, what? You was just 10 pounds the other day.
Dang, now, hold up. Speaking of her, where are they now?
Who knows? Like, that thing might have dropped. Thing might have dropped like a cake.
That's crazy. Now, you know what? And it's funny now. It makes me wonder, right? See, when she came along, it wasn't common knowledge that chicks was getting body work done. And make you wonder now, was that the case there? Or was she legit from the rip?
I heard some rumblings about that back in the day. I did hear some rumblings. Because remember, that was like the craziest thing anybody ever saw at that time.
Yeah, right. She had the streets on lock for a little second.
Yeah, you could sit a bear on top of that joint, like, for real. But the thing that gets me is whatever, like you said, that's a good point. Where are they now? Like, what happened? Did it drop? Or when I heard, because the chick, K. Michelle, whatever, she was having health complications with that shit.
Oh, wow.
And now she's going through the process of getting everything taken out. Notice we haven't seen her in a while, heard from her.
Yeah, true.
And she been saying, like, yo, I almost died. Like, this shit is real. I had to get this shit taken out. And it's like stages. It's not like you just take it out. You know what I'm saying? No, you got to go through stages, multiple surgeries.
Ain't worth it, man.
Exactly. And that's what she was saying. She was like, if I know what I know now, I would have never did it. Like, wow. That's somebody who made a couple dollars off of it. She upgraded her situation, and she still says it's not worth it. You know, because it got to be a scary thing going through multiple surgery. And it's like, am I going to die in this joint? Like, this the surgery I'm going to die in? Like, it's no guarantees. Not routine surgeries.
Right. Every time you go into the knife, it's
a possibility.
Yep, no doubt.
So, yeah, man. Now, the segue from that to go to this. All right, so we are retouching on our boy, well, not our boy, but the guy, Deshaun Watson, and Massagegate. I'm gonna let you start this one off. Question, comments, and concerns.
I mean, my question is, how real is real? My comments are, and as I said the very first time when I heard anything about this, oh boy, is that fucking convenient.
Yeah.
My concerns are that, okay, I do not want this to be true from a standpoint that, for one, it would be fucked up for the women that are involved, and it also would be fucked up for that young man to just throw away an opportunity that he was blessed with by the man upstairs.
Throw away your life. Shit.
Like, yeah, you just throwing it all away, and you know, and for what? Like what was it all for? If it's true,
right?
I have my doubts because we've seen a very similar situation with Mr. Bill. I said the same thing about Cosby. I feel like, do I think he's innocent? No. But do I think he did this to the degree that he was accused? Hell no.
He basically got railroaded.
Hell yeah.
Remember, that was because, I mean, apparently he was trying to buy a network, and that's not going to happen.
Right. But here's my thing though. In that situation, I'm not trying to deviate. I'm gonna come right back to Deshaun, but I'm just saying real quick. In that situation right there, anybody who laid claim of that type shit on Bill, and you're saying that you went to his crib more than one time, yeah, okay. So I'm gonna leave that right there. But now coming back to the Deshaun situation, I wasn't there. I don't know what happened, what didn't happen. Hey, I got to do it all. I always got to do it that way. I wasn't there. I don't know what did happen, what didn't happen. All I know is what's being reported. And all I'm saying is my concern is that this is all a crock of shit, because if it's a crock of shit, that means ultimately everybody could walk away from this thing unscathed. That means that
right. And not to cut you off, because I want you to finish, but
okay.
That's the one thing about these type of deals. Like, when it's proven to be not true, it's like everything just goes back to normal. No, what about the people that accuse me of this?
They should face criminal charges.
Exactly. It's just he shouldn't have to file it. The same way, like in Pennsylvania, if you get in a domestic violence dispute, whatever, and you go up CFCF and the cases get dropped, the Commonwealth will pick it up. The person ain't got nothing to do with it at that point.
Exactly.
I think that should be a built-in thing. If you accuse somebody of sexual assault, that state should pick it up. All right, well then, if you ain't do it, then we're going to file some charges on them.
Right.
Because now that's falsifying the evidence. That's, what? Damn, what's that shit called when you're lying on the stand? Is it perjury?
Perjury.
Yeah, perjury. I mean, it's a whole, I'm pretty sure we could bring a slew of charges, whatever, but it's like, like, defamation of character.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. It's always that situation where it's though when it didn't happen, and it's like, all right, everything goes back to normal. Nah, come on, man. Come on.
Yeah, it definitely should be like some type of penalty brought against the person that kicked that bullshit off, if in fact it turns out to be bullshit. Right. But yeah. I just don't want this to be true, because I feel like if it ain't true, then I know the young ladies didn't have to go through nothing. Even though they're lying, they wrong for lying. If they, and he's not going to go to jail for some extracurricular shit he shouldn't have even been involved in.
True.
So that's my concern. I just don't want the shit to be real. I hope it's not.
I feel you, because I mean it can get real. It's going to get real crazy. Like, it really is, man. Like, now, who knows if that's true? How many other players on that team or across the league? Because I mean, you got to get the idea from somebody. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. And something else too, though, but I've been peeping. Another reason why I got my doubts about the authenticity of it, I noticed that the Texans has just been going along about their business, still signing players, still talking about how they not trading Deshaun. I'm thinking to myself, well, why would anybody want to trade for him at this point with all of the shit swirling around them? Exactly. But it's rarely brought up, and they still. I just recently heard, just like maybe yesterday, I just recently heard, I think on CBS Sports, they was talking about the possibility of certain teams being in on Deshaun Watson. And I'm like, damn, so, I mean, why would you be entertaining trading for a guy that's facing all these counts of what is it officially? Is it rape?
I mean, see, that's the thing. And this was a little dicey about it. There's no criminal. It's all civil lawsuits. It's all about money.
Okay.
This ain't no criminal charges.
Well,
but they did say that I guess the sheriffs in Texas was trying to pick it up, but then I heard some sheriffs like, we ain't say that.
Okay. Well,
so there's definitely, at this point right now, there is no, as we're recording, there is no criminal charges. All civil lawsuits.
All civil. Okay. Well, I think it's all about paper.
Exactly.
Damn.
Exactly. Now, my deal with it was, and I'm not going to get into the accounts because it's a little raunchy, but apparently his go-to move, I could say if he had one, was massage my, what's that? Is it your glutes? I think it is. I think it's your glutes. Huh?
His ass muscles?
Yeah, something with his glutes. Yeah, something with that, whatever. That's what I'm saying. It gets crazy.
Come on.
Beside his glutes, and then he turns around and, you know what I'm saying, and this has been multiple accounts. Now, however, the monkey wrench is this that I just found out earlier. Another one of his masseuses stepped up and said, I don't know what y'all talking about. That man ain't never did that to me. We had multiple sessions. Everything y'all saying, he didn't do it to me.
I got one.
Respectable young man.
Quick question. Are these all females, right?
Yeah, man.
All right, man. All right, I'm just saying.
Yeah, man.
I'm just saying. I had to ask. I mean, niggas be on weird.
Think about it. If it was a dude, I mean, it probably wouldn't even be this. Well, it would be. It'd probably be bigger because, I ain't gonna touch that. But the thing of it is, though, it's like, what I don't understand is, okay, y'all saying he did this, right? I need to know when, because I'm pretty sure you know when. And why are you just saying it now?
Right.
That's what I need to know.
Well, I mean, he might have been asking about his glutes. I mean, he probably was like, listen, man, my glutes need attention. Like, what the fuck? Like, y'all tripping on the glutes. Like, come on.
I don't know. I just, like I said, man, I just, and now it's up to what, 14 people?
Yeah.
Lawsuits for 14 people?
Believe it is, man. Out
of possible 22.
Damn.
So, I just hope it's not a money grab, man, because y'all done drag this man's name through the mud. And now, what if Texans come back? Now, once the contract is signed, it's signed, but, and that's what I understand when you were saying, like, people still looking for him. Wouldn't you be damaged goods at this point?
My point exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, wouldn't it seem like we're not touching? That's a whole media. No, I'm not. It's a media clusterfuck. I'm not touching that.
Which would lead you to believe that not only are the Texans doubting these claims, but the other teams in the league are too. They would have to be for them to still be entertaining thoughts of trading for this guy.
Right.
Like they. I mean, that's a lot.
Like you said, I mean, I hope it didn't happen to the females just trying to get a couple. But I mean, do their job, whatever and shit, whatever their profession is. And you got this slime ball. I'm not saying that it is. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get his rocks off on you. You know what I mean? When technically, bro, this is the reason why I'm kind of on the fence with it, because it's like most of them dudes are pay and fly a chick out.
Right.
They do that consistently. So,
well, my thing is this. Now, since it started off with a glute rub, if it started off with the rubbing and the massaging of the glutes, is that what? I mean, was that like the preview to him being how he wanted to be once he turned over? Because I figure, like, why they. I'm just saying, they rubbing and squeezing on his glutes. It probably turned him on. So now when he turned over, he like, yeah.
That's exactly what they said was happening.
Sure.
That's exactly what they said. But I didn't want to get into it, but that's what they said was happening.
He turned over like, Look, you know how he be on the field when he make a big play and shit. He turned over and he be laying there like.
No, his joint is this, whatever. The joint, that's him.
Wow, that pussy.
He do that after every big play.
He was doing that against us, though. He did when he scored that touchdown against us. He got up walking around doing all this. That? I'm like, you know what? Keep flexing, motherfucker.
See, he bite off Mahomes with that one, but that's neither here nor there, man. So we're gonna go ahead and move along for a little light touching on this one, man. What's up with your boy Draymond? So he's saying he's the best defensive player of all time?
No, he's not.
I mean, that's what he's saying, though. I mean,
he can say it all he wants. That's cool, and it's cool to be confident. But the best defensive player ever? No, well, see, and it's crazy because from what I understand, these comments was made on the heels of him leaning with it, rocking with it out there on the court.
Oh, when the boy jammed him up real quick and he did that split.
Yeah, like I mean, like, I'm trying to figure out, like, how do you say?
Man, that nigga did the kid play on that joint.
Yo, man. I did start thinking about House Party when I saw that. Like, I mean, it's cool for him to be confident. I ain't mad at that. But damn, homie, to say that you the best ever, like you just doing the most.
I mean, you gotta get through guys like even just a wing defender, like. Cause he's not a post defender. We already know that. So I guess you had to put him on a wing with other great guys. Because I mean, he's not Mutombo, he's not Olajuwon. You know what I'm saying? He's not those guys. So I'll have to put him as a wing defender at this point. You're not Pip.
Nope.
You ain't even Bruce Bowen.
Nope.
So I mean, like, you cannot honestly think this, like, oh, I'm the best defender ever. So, he probably just was salty. He probably was salty.
Who did he? My thing is this: who did you clamp down?
Nobody.
That where you because see all of these guys we talking about, they have historically clamped down somebody.
Right.
There's something you can point to. Like you can look at their overall body of work as a defender, but there's also that one defining moment where you can say, "This is when I knew this dude was a hell of a defender when he did this." Like when Pippen put the clamps on Magic in the finals. That was this defining moment. That's when he took that step as being a great defender, and he ain't looked back. You know what I'm saying? Right. It was on and popping after that. Like and as far as shit and Rodman, I mean shit, man. Even before he became a Bull, I'm gonna go back to the days when he was an annoying ass Piston. How many motherfuckers he didn't clamp down and locked up? So it's like this is when you get that label. This is when people start to understand, this motherfucker right here could D up. He could play some D. Because I remember when he did X, Y, Z, and then it just kind of went from there with it.
Right.
So what was his defining moment?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe when he kicked Steven Adams in the nuts. I don't know. Shit.
That's crazy.
All I remember.
Yeah, that was good. He kicked the shit out of that man balls. That wasn't right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you doing all that. No, man, get your feet on the ground, get planted, and square up. Come in, he knew he had no chance to make that layup. He knew it. He just knew it. Like, he just kicked the man. Like, come on, dog. I'm not saying it because he was a Thunder, but it was just one of the corniest plays I ever saw in my. So you knew you had no win on getting his layup, so you're gonna try to kick the man in his nuts.
I can't call it, brother.
Crazy shit, man. Crazy shit. Moving along from him, we're going to jump into our draft analysis. So, Reality Realm, we have a draft analysis we're going to pop off tonight. And I'll talk to you about this offline, so I think we might need to start posting some stuff on our pages or whatever, just about players and things of that sort. I'm going to let you start this one off. Go ahead, bro.
As of right now, I mean, like let's just say the closer we get to draft time, we could put more time into this to from team to team. But for right now, like the key points, like number one overall pick, I'm sure you say it too. It's definitely gonna be Trevor Lawrence. Although, you know what's interesting?
Young Bull's creeping up.
Zach Wilson.
Yeah, he's creeping up.
Like a lot. Yeah, I'm hearing it more and more. So it would be kind of crazy. I know it's not gonna happen, but it would be like fucking insane if on draft night you heard with the first pick, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Zach Wilson. Oh, that would turn the whole draft on its head. Yeah. Because you know
what that would be like when I start cussing on that draft board when we was in that fantasy draft. I'm like, man, somebody fucked the draft up.
Wow.
You know what though? That would be one of the moments where it's like, okay, everybody scrambles now because it's like, okay, we didn't think we had a chance to get Trevor Lawrence.
Right
now, we gotta, you know what I'm saying? Get some last minute info. Let's try to trade up. You know what I mean? X, Y, and Z.
I mean, and again, I'm not saying I think it's going to happen, but just the fact that it's even being discussed is major to me because he's like this. It's like this dude. It don't get no more of a lock than what he got going on right now. It's like that just seems like a lock at that position. Now, another thing I've been seeing that's been picking up momentum, just to kind of zip through it a little further. I've been seeing talks of the Eagles moving back from 6.
Yeah, they signed Flacco.
All right, see, okay. You know what? Now I regret bringing this shit up.
I'm saying that's their savior, Flacco. Hurts don't work. Let's get Flacco in here. Come on, man. Like,
I mean, well, he's a veteran backup. You got to have a veteran backup around. He won a Super Bowl before. He was a Super Bowl MVP. I mean, He's a veteran backup.
Well, that was because Ray Lewis ascended into heaven at halftime. So that had nothing to do with Flacco at all. That was all right.
The fact of the matter is, he was around the shit. He understands. You know what I mean. You know why that makes a difference.
Okay. I mean, all right. But I mean, do you trust Flacco trotting on the field? Like, because more than okay, like us. I know our backup, Chad Henne, whatever. I understand why we have him. Great practice player. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be supportive. He's probably a great film guy. Probably going to be a coach one day. But you don't think Mahomes is going to go down. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we don't have to worry about that. Then it's like, oh, shit. Fucking Chad. Like, damn, man. We should have did better than this. But what hurts being in there is more or less like, it's a possibility he might get yanked.
Oh, yeah. All right. So you taking it somewhere else. I ain't with. Anyway, that ain't what this is supposed to be about. So I'm not even going to fuck with that.
I'm just saying, though, like, real shit. Think about it.
I mean,
Hurts has a bigger chance to get yanked than Mahomes does to getting injured.
Oh my goodness! I'm not gonna follow you down every rabbit hole. I'm gonna take a page out your book because that's what I mean. You trying to set up a Hurts bash session, and I'm not doing it.
I'm really not. What are you talking about?
It seems like you are, brother. So I'm not. I'm trying to keep to the. I'm gonna keep to the script.
All right, we're gonna stick to the script. All right. You're right. Go ahead, moving along.
I've been seeing that with them trade. It's always with the Niners too. They got the Niners moving up to take a quarterback, and I believe
because they got 12, I think, right?
Mm-hmm. And they got
makes sense because I don't think they're happy with Jimmy G.
I mean, the inconsistency and the availability,
injuries.
Yeah,
like you always say, like you got to be available.
Gotta be available, man. If you're not out there on that field, whatever you can or can't do don't even matter at that point.
Exactly.
When I looked down at one time I saw a situation where they had the Bears. No, excuse me. I didn't mean to say the Bears. I meant to say the Patriots. I keep on first it was them drafting Mac Jones at 15. That's what it was.
Yeah, I heard. That's what I heard.
Mac Jones at 15 to the Patriots. And now I've seen a couple of joints. They got the Patriots moving up. They try to take a quarterback. I think in that case scenario, and I hope every New England fan in America were to get offended when they hear what I'm about to say. I think that this is just a case of the media not wanting to let go. They don't want that team to be done. They don't want them to be dead in the water. They went out. They spent all that. I mean, and they did what they were supposed to do. They spent that bread they had to spend. I give them that. Like I say, they did what they were supposed to do. But if you think for 1 minute that they're going to win that AFC East this year, you got to be fucking crazy. Cut it out. Just cut it out. Stop that dumb shit. Cut it out.
That's what I don't approve of. But go ahead.
I mean, I'm just saying. So, but yeah, I don't know about that. If they do stay put at 15, and if quarterback is the selection, I personally, I think Mac Jones will be there. You know, I think he will. And if he, I mean, hey, if y'all think y'all
thing is, but not to cut you off, I definitely want you to finish. My thing is this though: why are you going to draft the Alabama quarterback? I mean, I don't know if it's bad luck. It's just certain programs just don't. We can go to USC. Besides Carson Palmer, I think he's probably the best USC quarterback that I ever saw with my eyes. I mean, Ohio State. I mean, Bobby Hoying. Come on. Even us. I mean, we don't produce great quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? Pro-wise. Y'all. It's a lot of programs. Those bigger programs don't produce great pro quarterbacks. I don't know what it is. And especially with Alabama with this run, they haven't produced one good quarterback in the NFL yet.
Well, they hoping and praying that Tua still becomes that guy. They hoping that. And also, as far, you know what, though? Think about it this way. Tom Brady came from Michigan. They're probably hoping that lightning strikes twice, because if you figure like before Tom Brady came and did what he did coming out of Michigan.
Well, Harbaugh was a decent quarterback.
Who?
Harbaugh.
Oh yeah, Harbaugh was solid. He was a good quarterback. Matter of fact, he had that little stretch where I remember that playoff
run. With the Colts.
Yeah, he almost got the close to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Very close. Very close. So yeah, I would definitely say he was a good quarterback. He to me, he took his game to. He was okay when he was in Chicago, but when he got there,
Got the ending, he stepped it up. Yeah.
he took it to another level.
Right.
So I would definitely put him. But I mean, other than Harbaugh, you see what I'm saying? So like,
Yeah.
I mean, you just never know. I guess where it's going to come from, who's going to, because I mean, damn, y'all, Mahomes before him, who the fuck? Texas Tech, who? You see what I'm saying? So like, you
honestly, yeah. Know. I mean, that's it.
You just never know.
That's it.
So I get it, I guess, but I just don't think the shit's going to happen. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, and I think that if the Patriots want to do something, 15, I would continue building around the team. I would get a need player at that point, and then try to develop somebody like you did with a Brady. You know what I'm saying? Bring them on, let them sit, let them learn. You never know. Like you said, lightning might strike twice. Now, I've been seeing some stuff too, as far as like your boy Tony's moving up the boards too, pissing me off. Like I think now he's everybody has him in the 23 to 25 range.
Yeah, I've been seeing that.
Yeah, so he's shooting up the boards, and because he came out of nowhere with the first round thing. Before I think he was a second rounder.
I mean, he's a Gator, so you know.
Yeah, about that. Hope you don't have no headaches like Percy Harvin and shit. But look, right.
Super Bowl champion.
I give him his props because he beat somebody up. Like what was it, pre game or post game or something like that?
He did what? What did he do?
He beat somebody up. He threw him in the trash, like he whooped his ass, and threw him in the trash can.
Oh damn!
At the Super Bowl, yo.
Damn.
It was a teammate.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, he probably deserved it.
Matter of fact, Golden Tate.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, he got that ass whipped. But as far as like got that, I'm seeing now another thing is that I didn't really realize, and so I really started looking at the mocks a little bit today. Mm-hmm. It's a possibility it could be 4 quarterbacks going in the first 6 picks.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That'd be something monumental.
Yep.
Now, the Jets were saying now that they're trying to hold on to Sam Darnold. That's what Corey Davis said when he came in. That's the impression that he was under. That's one of the reasons why he signed.
Okay, see.
I don't know what that means. But
all right. I'm not even going. So Sam Darnold. Never mind. Go ahead, man.
Maybe it was the thing. I don't want to play with a rookie quarterback. You know what I'm saying? At least I got somebody that got some type of experience. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, some type. Go ahead, though, man.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, and then we got to still wait for free agency too. That's going to shift the draft board again too.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
So for sure, definitely, you'll be hearing from us on a weekly basis from here on out, up until the draft, on what
It may have shifted it for us because like we just drafted an edge rusher today from
You mean signed?
I mean, yeah, signed. We just signed. We just signed an edge rusher today, from Carolina. Young boy, 6'6", 270, real athletic. Okay. He had 5 sacks, I think last year, 5 or 5.5 sacks. But see, the crazy thing about it is everybody he sacked, mostly all the sacks was against notable Breeze, Brady. Okay. I love that one. But Breeze, I'm just saying, Breeze, Brady, Rodgers, like he got all these dudes.
Did they stick a game in with y'all in Tampa Bay? I didn't see anything. I'm just asking because that would be interesting.
Wait, what was the question?
Do you think they're going to sneak, or did they, or do you think they are going to sneak a game in with y'all and Brady next year?
Oh, we won't. Most definitely, we gonna play. Okay. We play Tampa Bay next year for sure.
What you gonna do?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I wasn't sure.
We play the South, no doubt. We got him.
Okay. All right.
Now, what I'm hoping is, I just hope we got to bring his ass up to Buffalo. That's what I'm hoping.
Well, it shouldn't matter where you at. Revenge is revenge, right?
It don't matter, but I would like, and this ain't so much for him because I know he could deal with it. It's your little, it's your little supporting cast. I want to see how How they fare up there.
Well, out of that supporting cast, what is only two pills? So him and Gronk is used to it. That's about it. So yeah, that could be bad, especially if it's late in the season.
But I know they're not gonna do it like that. They're not gonna do it that way. Watch.
What do you think? First 4 or 5 games, while it's still not hot, but moderate temperatures, like.
If they even got to come to Buffalo, because they might make us go there. You know what I mean? Like that shit. Like this, man. See, I'm getting mad. I ain't always protecting that pussy.
Oh wow. Okay. All right. So we going there with it. Okay.
I'm just saying.
Doesn't surprise me.
All
right. So we're gonna move on from there. We're gonna go into the infamous return of the hot seat. I'm going to start this one off. And I have a problem with this. I really do. Because now it's just becoming more and more evident. I'm tired of free agents running to possible championship teams or championship teams that already been cemented the previous year. I don't like the fact I heard J.J. Redick is going to let the Pelicans buy him out and seek to go to the Nets. Wow. Well, Griffin shit. Okay. Whatever. I'll let it slide. But with this shit right here, like, where are you going? They already have Joe Harris. Where are you going to get Tick at? He's younger, probably the better. I mean, Redick can still shoot, but he's the more notable shooter at this point in his career. What are you doing?
You know what he's doing.
I'm just saying though, man. It's tiring, man. It's real tiring. Like, now you have a roster with. I mean, you got to think. What you got? Blake Griffin coming off the bench. You got Redick coming off the bench. You got a couple of other notable players. You got Harden. You got Kyrie. You got Durant. I mean, what more do you need?
But see, you got to understand, brother. You got to understand something. All he's doing is what your man Hairline made popular. Now, we ain't got to say who, because we know who Hairline is. But all he's doing is what your man Hairline made popular. He made that the end thing to do. So, I mean, you can't. If you want to get mad at him, you got to get mad at Hairline too.
Well, see, all right. So let's kind of define that real quick, and it's the reason why I think we got to really look into that. As you called him, Hairline.
No doubt.
He was a free agent, right?
Who, Hairline?
Yeah.
I believe, yeah.
Okay, he was a free agent. We talking about this recent thing, or we talking about before? I gotta ask you that.
I mean, to me, it's all the same because my thing is, what happens is, well, unless he's been getting lied on for the last couple of years, because from what it seems like happens is when he set his sights on a destination, by the time he inks a contract, he didn't already talk to about 3-4 motherfuckers and got them all on board with coming there. Like he got everybody. And to me, bro, when we played ball as kids growing up at the playground, the schoolyard, whatever the fuck you want to call it, motherfuckers would pick the teams up, and if the teams was too lopsided, they would pick over and be like, "No, that's the slaughter. That's the slaughter."
Right.
You're gonna pick over, and so you want to make the shit competitive. So it's supposed to be fun. Why is it that the only way certain motherfuckers could take the court to compete for the NBA title, you got to have the odds got to be like triple stacked in your favor for you to come out of that with a win. Like, that's nutty to me. I don't respect that. Never have, never will. I think you are a fucking coward. I do. Anybody, and not just anybody that rock like that. I think you're
Peas and carrots is like that now.
It's who?
Peas and carrots is like that now.
Peas and fucking coward.
He's just like, yo. And somebody told me something. I was like, okay, I gotta respect the comment. It was like, okay, you can't get mad at Peas and Carrots for playing chess while Hairline was playing checkers.
I mean,
but I also say, well, where's the fun in that? Like you said, whatever. Let's do a redo, man. Come on. You want them to. We both the best players on this court. Let's just get some players. Let's fill the team out and just go for broke.
See, that's the one thing I will give Steph, Clay, and Draymond over the rest of them niggas.
They were drafted.
They were all drafted, and they just became a good fucking team together.
But see, I don't like them because fucking Draymond recruited peas and carrots.
Well, see that. Well, now again, when it went that route, when he did that, when he got that old fucking Mr. Softy, fucking snow cone head motherfucker to come over there, like when that shit went down like that, it just like come on, man. Now you tainting your legacy. You could have said you, and then but see, I remember what he tweeted talking about just block out the noise. Oh, come on, man. Yeah, block out the truth.
Right.
Why is it motherfuckers don't want to hear the truth? Hashtag truth hurts. Ain't that what they say?
Yo. Yeah, man. I just don't like it. I think now it's like any air that was in the balloon for the season, y'all just bust the balloon. I'm all right, man. Like, I gotta walk away. I'm more hyped about March Madness than I am about the fucking games, NBA games. Because at least I'm seeing some stuff that I didn't think I was going to see. I didn't know all those low seeds was going to beat the top seeds. Actually interesting to watch.
Right.
So I just say this, in closing on that part of my deal, just play fucking ball, man. If it's in the cards for you to win the chip, it's in the cards. If it's not, it's not.
Well, that sentiment came about a good 5-6 seasons now too late.
True.
I'm just saying.
I give you that. True. Now we're going to move on to your part of the segment. I know this is going to be funny. So you got a beef with Charles Barkley for his comments about Harden being a better offensive player than Kobe and Mike.
I'm sorry. I was just so eager. Yo, Chuck, man, cut it the fuck out. Like, stop that dumb shit, man. Listen, man, I ain't got nothing against James Harden. I ain't got nothing against Harden's game. But if you really gonna sit on your ass on national TV and say that James Harden has a better offensive repertoire than Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant? Okay, see, one thing about Barkley that I discovered a long time ago.
Is he still mad at Mike?
He might very well be, because I never will forget when Jordan signed that deal with Nike, that exclusive deal. It was like at that time it was for like $250 million and some old crazy shit like that. They were the only ones allowed to use his likeness. Remember at one time Jordan
named no video games, yeah.
Right. So because they
used to cheat and make him in the joints. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry, what happened?
No, go ahead. Keep going.
Okay. All right, cool. I think I know where you're going. But Barkley bitched and moaned about that publicly, about him signing that deal. He had all kinds of issues with the shit. He spoke out against it. He was talking all this cool shit about Mike for doing it. But then you turn right around and sign the same fucking deal.
But see, you know what's crazy though? I was just watching something, because he's not in none of the 2K games.
Barkley?
Yeah, he's not. You probably never paid attention, but he's not. And he said the reason why he's not is because he told them to give him $1 million for every game, and he was going to give it to the veteran players like older than him in the league that's not getting the proper support. And they told him, fuck out of here.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So maybe because of that deal, maybe, of course, the Nike deal is probably over. You know what I'm saying? But, dude, because I think Mike is involved with 2K now, right?
Yeah, he on it. He on
Mike is involved with it. Nigga, you should be too.
Kobe on there.
Yeah, Kobe's on there. Yeah, like
they got a whole fucking edition with him on it.
Yeah. So I mean, like, I don't know. That's what he said. Like, and this is right before he came out with the whole Mike. Well, Harden is a better offensive player, but some of the stuff he be saying is be off the wall. But go ahead, continue on.
I mean, and the crazy part about it is you wanna try to equate what he doing today with the shit that Jordan. Okay, I tell you what, flip flop him. Let's take Harden and put him back in that era where that big bearded fuck would have been knocked under the scores table a couple of times, coming down the court, doing all that between the leg dribble and step back pull up shit, And let's put Jordan in today's era where nobody ain't allowed to put a hand or arm on him. Man, you don't get the fuck out of here, cuz. Listen,
Yeah.
I tell you what, and they switch everything now. Imagine a center switch. I ain't even gonna finish that sentence. I'll leave that alone, man. Like, you know what? Mike averaged over 30 points a game playing in under the conditions he played under. If he played in this league, he'd average about 65. I lied to you not, because they wouldn't be able to fucking contain him.
I say about 45. I don't know about
65. He'd double up. He would double up easy.
Okay.
He would double up. Ain't no fucking way. And I like James Harden. I like his game. I ain't got no problems with him. But for one, nigga, winning the clutch for one, that's another thing I got an issue with. Don't do that. See what I'm saying? Like, and Barkley, it looked bad on you. You look like an old baggy Price is Right suit wearing fucking with them big ass Nikes you be rocking. Look, come on, man. I'm tired of this shit. Let's stop it. Let's stop the bullshit, man. Talking about you better. Hey, what world? You don't believe that shit. That's why I called salad bowl head back in the day.
You know what I think it is? I think it's more or less because of the numbers he's putting up right now with the Nets. But I'm like, yeah, but you got to take in the fact that even in these days playoffs, he disappears. I know personally, front and center in the finals, I don't know where the fuck he went when we played the Heat. I have no clue. He was there, but he wasn't there. I don't know. He was like the invisible man in that joint.
All I know is Charles Barkley with his Drew Carey suit. You got these like, and trust me, I ain't mad at it to some degree, because I would really be upset if he had on a tight ass form fitting suit. That would really get on my nerves. But you got him with his baggy ass fucking showcase suit on, like he about to tell somebody to spin the big wheel. And he got them slacks all draped over them big ass Nikes. I don't even know what the fuck them Jones was he had on. I just know I saw a swoosh. And this,
I think he be wearing Air Force Ones, but to me, them joints don't be fresh though. Them joints do not be fresh, yo. You can see the creases sometimes.
I'm trying to understand it, though. I'm just trying to get it. I'm just really trying to understand it, but whatever. He need to stop that stupid shit. Sometimes motherfuckers say stuff out their mouth, too, when they want to be relevant, when they want to have everybody talking about them for 5 minutes, which I really wouldn't understand, too, because you're on TV all the time, bro. Like, you are relevant. You're on TV all the time. So what the fuck?
One of the best, but they just got a Grammy for that joint, I think. One of the best, or whatever award they got. Like, one of the best TV shows of all, like, you know, if you got an award for it, one of the best TV shows of all time. And it really is, though. Sometimes I'll watch, that'd be better than the game.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? So, like you say, he's definitely relevant. I just think it could be some lingering beef with Mike. I don't know what the Kobe thing is about.
Well, you got 6 rings on one hand, 5 rings on another, and well, and that's reality.
And with that being said, bro, we are closing out the 40th episode. I'm gonna go ahead and let you do what you do.
Excuse me, my bad. Oh man, whoo, 40. All right. Once again, I just want to say how much we love y'all for kicking it with a couple of brothers who put it down like no other. It's your boy, Reality Realm Bullard, my man, Chris Black. When you need a reality check, the Reality Realm is where you want to be at. We'll be back next week in the building, God willing, and that's reality.
I'm never sleeping, cause sleeping is the cause of your death. Live by the code till I take my last breath. I'm never sleeping. I hustle while you rest. We from the cooking still ain't nothing left.